Man, watching this anthem makes me want to puke, man.
Watching what?
This anthem, the Canadian anthem. I know we're live, but this makes me want to puke.
Nah, it's fine, dude. It's probably a better one than ours. They do old Canada, right? Are you mad that Quinn Cook ain't gonna get his, man?
Nah, it's not over till it's over, Dave. Relax.
I just want to let you know that just because Kevin Durant's back doesn't mean y'all gonna win anything.
Oh no, I agree. I'm just saying it's funny.
I'm all about self-awareness. I really want Toronto to pull it off, man. I really do. I want to see it happen. I want to see Toronto do it. They talked about Kawhi one time at dinner. It was hilarious. They talked about, hey, he had dinner, right? And he had dinner with the whole team. And all of a sudden, he pulls out a bag of apples. And everybody looking at him like, yo, what the heck's wrong with you? It's like, nah, man, apple time, apple time. And he just started eating the apples. And that was it. He didn't have dinner with anybody else. He was just eating his apples. He's just a different guy. Just a different dude. Yeah, I got to pull the screen up for that game, too. I'm trying to pull up, like, Square's doing their press conference for E3, and I'm afraid.
News Down and Day.
Yo, Dave, what's good, man? Yo, we live. What's good? What's good?
What's up, man? We're not doing no theme today, huh?
Yo, we did do the theme. You can't hear it, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Come on, Dave.
I'm not used to that.
Come on, Dave. We talking about practice or we live? We talking about practice or we live, Dave?
No, we talking about practice, man. We already were talking about national anthems before.
Yo, that's funny. No, we were BSing it, but that them singing that thing just was like, all right, come on, man. Like, all right, that's enough. That's enough. All right, so shout out to Toronto. They definitely listen. I slept on Toronto. I ain't even gonna front. I slept on Toronto big time. Hey, listen, it is what it is, man. So I slept on Toronto. I will be the first to admit I slept on Toronto big time. But shout out to Toronto, man. Even with injuries are no excuse. You gotta play through them. They got four All-Stars, so it is what it is. KD coming back, but I do think it's a bad time for KD to come back. You talking about a game, elimination game or series-ending game where he's got to get his feet wet. I don't know if that's gonna be enough. But if they can somehow get past this game and KD gets his legs under him, then it could be a problem. But I don't know. I'm not so. So shout out to Toronto, man. They better end it tonight. They better end that joint tonight.
I mean, they got Game 7. This Game 7's in Toronto.
They better end that tonight. That's all I got to say.
I said Raptors in 7 before the series started, and everybody thought I was crazy saying Raptors in 7. I compared it to the Lakers-Pistons series, where nobody was giving the Pistons a chance, and all of a sudden they played team ball and they started rolling. But Kawhi is a killer out there, man.
Yeah, Kawhi's a beast, man. I slept. I slept on him big time. But Dave, let's get into it, man, because I know the finals are on. I know people want to watch the finals. First of all, appreciate everybody for jumping in and watching us live while the finals are on. That's big, because I know I want to watch the game too. But we go live every Monday. We make a commitment to be up here every Monday, so we here. It is what it is. So, Dave, first of all, we got to get through the particulars. How was the weekend?
Pretty good weekend, man. I got to go see Griselda over the weekend, so it was a good weekend. I got to go to another show. I've been doing my concert run now, so it was good. It was hype, and like in Providence they had the PVD Fest, but I ain't go out there. Good thing, because somebody lost their mind Saturday night. So, but overall, man, it was good. It was a good weekend. Tomorrow's awards day for my youngin, so it's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good week.
Yeah, man. I didn't do nothing.
Good week. How about you?
Yeah, I didn't do nothing. Last day of school was, school was out here in Charlotte, Mecklenburg, so we had award ceremonies, and I do the mentoring program with the boys in our school. So we had sent them off. They graduated from elementary school, and now they up in middle school. So that's dope, or they will be up in middle school. So that's dope. Other than that, man, I didn't do nothing. It was supposed to rain. I went bowling, but it was because it was supposed to rain. And it didn't rain for like half the day Saturday, so they kind of hit us with the okie doke with the forecast. It was supposed to rain all day Saturday, all day Sunday. It didn't rain for most of the day Saturday, so I didn't do nothing. I hadn't plan on doing anything, so I'm good, man. That's all I got, Dave. So Marcus, I didn't do nothing. Oh, go ahead.
To answer your question, there was a guy that got ran over on Sunday during PVD Fest. I think he did pass away. I believe he did.
Damn,
but I was more concerned about the guy bringing out the gun and shooting on Saturday. I'm not about that life, man.
Yeah, just stay at the crib, bro.
Yo.
Stay at the crib.
I was safer going to a gangster rap concert than PVD Fest that was free.
So. All right, Dave. Let's jump into this content. We got a lot to talk about, and y'all see Dave has on the hat, right? Dave has on the hat.
I did it for y'all. I did it for the people.
Dave has on the hat, so something South Carolina happened. So it looks like the Rock Hill is officially home of the Panthers. The headquarters building will be put somewhere in Rock Hill. I don't know the details, but shout out to Rock Hill. South Carolina got something. So.
They've had things.
Round of applause for South Carolina. Be proud of yourselves, man.
Listen, man. It'll be if you got a house in Rock Hill, your value about to take a nice little mini boost.
Two states.
Depending on where you at.
2 states, 1 nation. I like that. We definitely got both represented up in this mug, so that's dope. But yeah, man, shout out to South Carolina. They got it popping. It was good for Tepper to go ahead and make that happen. With the other big cat only made extended the olive branch to Wofford College, and that's about as good as it gets. But to have the headquarters in South Carolina and then have the stadium and actual gameplay in North Carolina is dope. So shout out. Oh, Tony, you moving?
I wouldn't be shocked to move training camp there either.
Tony moving to Rock Hill. That's what's up, man. We met Tony. I met Tony. I believe Tony. I met at training camp last year, and so shout out to. And now you be able to go to training camp every year. Shout out to Tony. I believe his name is Tony. My bad if I didn't mess your name up, bro. But yeah, shout out to Rock Hill, man. It's a good look. When they get the headquarters built up and have that Hall of Fame, you best believe I'm gonna be in that mug. So it's a good look.
I'm gonna make a trip for that one.
I just wonder if they're gonna do. I would think because they're talking about state of the art practice facility. So I wonder if they're gonna do that. Training camp and all that there. I would assume so, but I don't know. I don't know what the deal with training camp is gonna be moving forward. I'm assuming this year is gonna be last year at Wofford. So all you Woffordians or Spartanburgians, you better soak it up. You better spark it. You better soak it up while you can, because it's about to be a wrap.
It's about to be a certifiable wrap, yo.
Yeah, it's about to be
the sooner they can get out of Wofford, the faster they're going to do it.
Yeah, I think it's over. I think this year's the last year of the contract, so it's a wrap. It's a wrap for Spartanburg. All right. So, Dave, do you want to bask in South Carolina glory anymore, or are you ready to move on?
Oh, we can move on, man.
All right.
I got the hat on. We good. We can move on. The blues all bright. We good.
You got to get your wins how you can get them, Dave. I think
Pick them all.
hopefully that's the last time we mention South Carolina for the rest of the year.
No, you got your mind. Good luck, man.
That will be in South Carolina.
Let Charlotte mess around. Mess around. Not give Carolina them tax breaks to see what happens.
We'll be in South Carolina for training camp for sure. I plan on going a lot. I got a lot of autographs to get. And speaking of autographs, Dave. Guess what jersey is on order? Guess what jersey is on order, Dave?
Gerald McCoy.
This Gerald McCoy jersey is definitely on order, for sure. So he got his 93, Dave. He got his 93. I'm sure
how much he had to pay Kyle?
He slid Kyle some dollars. I think he slid Kyle some dollars.
He had to.
He gave him a little something. And for the 93. So shout out to Kyle for doing that. And McCoy got the 93. So that's a good look. Now I got the jersey coming. It should be coming through, and I will be getting it signed at training camp. Hopefully, I like to get it signed before that.
Over there, that'd be great. I don't think I'm going. I'm pretty sure I'm not going this year.
Yeah, I like to get it signed before training camp, but the way that practice field is set up, man, I gotta wait till they finish that bubble because it's in the way of. I think I haven't been to. Has anybody been to the down by the practice fields? Can you still get autographs by the spot? Anybody that goes to the practice to get autographs, let me know because I haven't been down there, and it looks like when they go to practice, they go through the back way. So I'm not sure how that works. So anybody that goes to practice, let me know because I like to go out there before and try to get some autographs if at all possible. But yeah, man. Shout out to McCoy. Dave, did you have any? You wanted to talk about the Pewter Cast joint? What was your thoughts? You got anybody got thoughts on the Pewter Cast episode that I dropped? The surprise episode I dropped last week. Anybody want to talk about it, Dave? What's your thoughts?
I thought it was a good back and forth y'all were having. The thing that was interesting for me was the fact that they kind of like it's ho humish. It's kind of ho humish that they're losing McCoy type of thing.
Yo, I couldn't believe it, man.
And it looks like the coaching staff really didn't want him there.
Well, yeah, you got a new coaching staff, and the more I look into it, I think Arians, he wants a type of guy, man. I think he wants a nasty type defense, and McCoy is a nice guy. Like even they mentioned it. Brent he mentioned it when he helps guys up. He apologized for sacking Ben Roethlisberger. It's on YouTube if you want to go see it. He was mic'd up. He sacked Ben Roethlisberger. He didn't sack him. He hit him late, and then he apologized for it. And maybe that's just not the type of guy they're looking for. But at the end of the day, I think it was I don't think they just didn't want the man around. I mean, for you can't say age because they got an older dude. You can say scheme fit. I'm on the fence with that because again, Arian said that they talked about that with Arizona when they had some guys that had to transition over that from a 4-3. So I don't think they just didn't want the dude around. It's a culture change for them. You got just kind of same thing we did with Steve Smith, man. Except for they really disrespected the dude. They disrespected the dude a lot, and their fan base is super disrespectful. They need to learn from the Panther Nation and not disrespect their legends, man. Because that sucks the way they did that.
No, it was interesting. Like I didn't expect that reaction. It was just, hey, we're good. We understand why he's not here. Now, granted, Brent, right? That's his name.
Yeah, Brent. Yes.
Yeah, Brent. He seemed to like know that he's gonna miss him. He kind of wished that he could have stuck around, but he understands it's a business. And I think a lot of the fan base probably wanted McCoy gone because he wasn't doing what he was supposed to do at an elite level, I guess.
Hey man, yeah, that was an accident when I said get Peppers out of here. I let that slip, and I corrected myself immediately. Okay, I corrected myself immediately. So relax. He did.
Okay? I gotta give you credit. I was like, whoa.
I know. I corrected myself immediately. It was a back and forth. It was unscripted. I didn't send them any questions, so it was unscripted, and we just went back and forth talking. I had listened to a couple of the episodes prior, just to get a feel for the fan base and how they would. They just a lot of their disdain from McCoy came from off the field stuff. Like, not that McCoy is a bad person. It's just the way he handles the media, the way he's short with the media. the way he does things and his leadership. They said they didn't like his leadership. So a lot of the stuff that they had complaints about, we're not gonna have to worry about. So I take what they said with a grain of salt.
Man, that was interesting to hear, but I'm not worried about it here because we got enough leaders on defense to take care of that.
That's what I said. The only thing I wish I would have kind of not clapped back, but it was funny to hear him say that they got rid of McCoy for a scheme fit, then come around and say that he's gonna do whatever we ask and he's gonna do it well. Like, what do you mean? Like, you can't have it both ways. So anyway, whatever.
Sorry about the cap too, right?
Oh yeah, it was cap, but it was cap hit for sure. But I mean, they could have negotiated down. They just didn't want to do the round at the end of the day. So it's their loss, our gain. So it is what it is. Yeah. That's all I got to say about that. So any more thoughts on McCoy, Dave?
No, I'm good, man. I'm happy he's here.
All right, me too. All right, speaking of McCoy, so we got minicamp coming up, Dave. We got minicamp coming up starting tomorrow and going through the 13th. Okay, so tomorrow through the 13th, and so there's a lot of gossip, Dave. There's a lot of gossip about what's going to happen tomorrow. And first day, let's just take a look, because we got it. Before a couple weeks ago, I think a week ago, this video came out, Dave. This video, take a listen, Dave. This video came out.
Streets want to know when Boogie coming back. Due time, people. Due time.
Cam Newton continues to rehab that throwing arm.
Everybody wants to question, wait a minute, what's going on with Cam?
There's no more pivotal player in the NFL than Cam Newton. So when I see him get healthy, that changes the NFL.
Things pointed upwards right now for Cam in his recovery.
All right, so that video came out, and then a couple days ago, we found out that he's gonna be throwing. He's gonna be throwing at minicamp, and then this video came out maybe a couple hours ago. This one came out.
A lot of people are looking at me as if everything's over. A lot of people are saying they've seen the best of Cam Newton. Well, pretty much, I refuse to give up. This is going to make me even more dangerous. Yeah, even though, it's so much doubt, even though it's so much uncertainty, hearing the whispers of he don't got it no more fuels me. That's what makes this comeback even more, extraordinary for me.
All right, so then that video came out, okay? So Dave, what are your thoughts on Cam Newton returning with the new and improved throwing mechanics? What are your thoughts?
He's back, man. It'll be interesting to see how it goes in game, but he's throwing sooner than what he thought he was going to throw. So he's here, man. I'm not panicking anymore. I'm not worried. He's back.
So you good? You just like that?
I'm good.
You good? All
I'm
green.
good. Well, it's amazing what drafting a quarterback can do.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
I don't think that had anything to do with it, but
I am.
so like as Dylan said, you took a little bit of my thunder. You can tune in live tomorrow at 8:40 a.m.
Don't tell me that, man. My daughter's getting her award around that time. Don't do that.
You might have to pull up the phone, Dave. 8:40 a.m.
That's my recording device.
8:40 a.m. You can watch quarterback Cam Newton throw the football live during minicamp. Now, let me just get on my soapbox for a minute, Dave. Let me get on my soapbox for a minute. Now, I don't have a problem with this, this whole thing with Cam Newton coming back and all that. But why they gotta have a whole rollout? Why they gotta have a whole rollout about him coming back? Cam Newton got he about to have he got an album release cover, Dave. He's coming back. He got an album release cover.
But I believe you.
He got an album release cover. He got a trailer. Why do we got to do all that for him to come back and throw the ball? Like, I don't like this. Like to me, it's unnecessary. It's unnecessary for us to do all this. To have Cam Newton back. I get it. I'm excited as anybody else, but I'm saving my heart, Dave. I'm protecting my heart because I don't want to be heartbroken. Okay?
No, I'm good.
I don't want to be heartbroken.
We didn't
okay?
even, at this point, we're playing with house money. Nobody thought he would be doing anything near throwing until training camp at the earliest. I mean, this is good.
I mean, yes, good news, but do we have to do all this?
Yeah, man. It's minicamp. It's the NFL. Dog. That's probably going to get more views than the NBA Finals tonight.
I doubt that.
What? We're talking about something where the draft outrates the World Series, dog. We're talking about a sport where the draft outrates the World Series and NBA Finals too.
Nah, that's the World Series.
NBA Finals too.
Nah.
We out here analyzing players for months.
Yeah, that's facts. That's facts.
We ain't doing that with NBA players. NBA trying to get that formula right. NFL already got it locked down.
Yeah, man. I'm not cool. I'm not cool with the whole rollout. My boy Cam got an album release rollout for him to come back and throw the ball. Now they're saying
the rap album might be better. Look, the rap album might be better what I've been hearing most of this year. Let that man have his rollout.
I mean, the news is good news, and he's apparently he's got these brand new throwing mechanics, and everybody's excited about the throwing mechanics, and we're gonna be surprised, and everybody's gonna be happy, joy. And I'm like, all right, I'm good until I see it. I'm good until I see it. I want to see it, and I want to see it. There's no pads on right now, so I'm cool until I see it in at least a preseason game. I want to see him throw a 60-yard, 70-yard bomb, but like he used to in that video I showed with Curtis Samuel when he threw the bomb to Ted Ginn. I want to see that. Unless I see that, I'm cool. I'm cool on the excitement just to see him throw the ball. Like, all right, I might tune in for a second. But unless he throwing that thing deep and slanging it, I'm cool, yo. I'm good. So
that's the first thing he's gonna do live at 8:40 tomorrow morning.
I would say everybody, Panther Nation, I would say relax. I would say pump the brakes on this. It's cool he got the rollout, but I'm good. I'm good on that. I'm good on the whole. I'm not buying the hype until I see it in a game, or at least training camp where some live bullets being shot. At least rubber bullets. At least some rubber bullets are being shot. Right now we at target practice, and ain't nothing going on. So I'm good. I'm gonna watch for a second, Jared. That's all I got. That's all I'm gonna watch for is a second. Just a quick second to see what he doing, and then that's it. I'm good. I'm good, Dave. I'm good, man.
We're gonna make you a believer, man. He slaying that joint 60 yards, you're gonna be like, ooh.
Yeah, but I mean that's good. Yeah, that's good and everything. But can he? Is his shoulder fixed enough for the wear and tear? Cause we started out 6-2 and look where we ended.
Yeah.
So can it hold up? Can it hold up? You know what I'm saying? That's why throughout the whole season, you know what I'm saying? I'm guarded the whole season until it holds up all the way through the Super Bowl. All the way through the Super Bowl, Dave. I need to see it hold up every week. Nah, I ain't got no live stream minicamp, bro. Like I'm not gonna do it. Somebody else could do it. I'll be at work, so I can't do it. It's a good idea though. Do it. It's a good idea to have the picture-in-picture watching minicamp and doing some live comment, but I can't do it. We'll see, man. We'll see about Cam. He got the whole rollout. I'm good until I see it. Until I see it live and with some live bullets, I'm good. I'm cool on Cam and the whole rollout, bro. We get it. You back. Hopefully you're better than ever, but I need to see it. All right. So anything else on Cam, Dave?
Nah, we good on Cameron.
All right.
We good on Cameron. So
the training camp schedule isn't out yet, Tony. It'll come out probably late late June, early July is when it comes out. They typically
the last weekend of July, though,
yeah,
or first weekend.
yeah.
of April
Typically it starts the last weekend in July. But Tepper's here now, so you never know when it happens. We'll see, but it'll come out soon. It'll be here soon. It typically drops real late. It's late June, early July is when we see it. The training camp schedule. All right, so Dave, minicamp is rolling around. Before we dive into what we want to see out of this year's training camp, we got to flashback, Dave. Let's flash back into 2018. Let's see where we were at in 2018 around this time. All right. So I think we had the same thing going on with Cam's shoulder. All right. So Cam had missed most of training camp in 2017. So we was kind of he had missed minicamp and most of training camp in 2017. So he was just coming back. He was getting a little healthy. So it's kind of similar to where we are right now with Cam. And then this was last year was our first year with North. So we were questioning the North offense. What is it going to be like? We kind of knew McCaffrey was going to be we predicted that McCaffrey was going to get all the touches. We picked that up. So that's where we were with Cam. We were kind of in a similar situation with Cam. The shoulder was been banged up for the past couple of years. So we kind of in the same spot. All right. So then last year, one of the big things also was Curtis Samuel. Curtis Samuel had the issues coming off surgery. Curtis Samuel's completely healthy this year. So we're good to go with Curtis Samuel. Also, we were a little confused about what we're going to do with the offensive line since Norwell left. We didn't know who was going to plug in there. At the time it was Jeremiah Searles, Amini Silatolu, and Tyler Larson. Those were the guys supposed to step in and take the spot at the time. Then Van Roten came in and sewed that up. But at that time, that's what we were looking at. All right, so we got a completely different look in the offensive line. Hopefully, it's much better on paper than what we had then. So it's looking good from there, from the offensive line standpoint. Excuse me. Last year, we were also trying to figure out what we're doing on defensive line. Peppers was coming off a double-digit sack year, and we had drafted Marquise Haynes. We had Cox, and we had Deshaun Hall. We were waiting on Deshaun Hall to come around. So we were excited.
Change,
exactly. And that's why I'm taking you back. I'm taking you back to where we were. That's exactly what we're doing. So obviously the scheme is completely changed this year. So we got some guys. The defensive line looks completely different, and we in a good place. All right. And then one of the big things last year was the cornerback. So at this time last year, y'all remember Kevon Seymour? He was balling out. They said he was looking good in OTAs. He was the man. He was the number 2. Kevon Seymour was the number 2 last year at this time. So we were just waiting around for Dante, Doss, and then we had signed Cockrell. So Cockrell, all those guys are fighting for the number 2 spot at that time. So now you can see Dante solidified. The 1-2 punch is pretty much solidified. Kind of waiting to see what Cockrell's about. I think Doss is still hanging around. But as you can see from last year, things are much more solidified on paper. On paper. I just want to be clear. On paper, things are much more solidified. Okay, so Dave. All that being said, what are you looking forward to? And we'll open the phone lines up about this too. What are you looking forward to for minicamp? If you had like maybe a top 5 things, what will you be looking forward to in minicamp?
I'm very curious to see what happens to the wide receivers after DJ Moore and Curtis Samuel. Like I'm like super curious about the 3, 4, and the 5 in that position, and maybe the 6 if we decide to keep 6. I think it's going to be some rough sledding for a lot of dudes, man. We got a lot of wide receivers on the roster.
Well, you said Torrey was good, and then Jarius Rice.
Torrey has to be good. Like I don't think he would make that type of sacrifice and not be good.
So is it really
what happens to everybody else?
Is it really that big of a question?
Yeah,
I think it's kind of sold. I think it's kind of sold up, Dave.
I don't think it's sold up.
Maybe the last spot.
You think just the last?
I think the last spot, just the 6. I think it's
there
sold
might
up,
be two, I
Dave.
think there might be 2 on the line.
Nah, who?
Whoo. All right, so are we keeping 5 or 6? Let's start there.
Even if we kept 5, the 5 to me the 5 are solid. With Torrey Smith taking that cut, he solidified his spot. So you got what? You got DJ Curtis, Wright,
Torrey,
Hogan, Torrey. Oh no, you bugging, Dave.
I don't think that's solid though. That's my point. I don't think Wright's solid no more, fam.
Nah.
I think folks are gonna be folks are gotta be earning and burning that spot this go round.
I disagree.
They hyping up Godwin too.
If we keep 6, then that last spot between Rashad Ross and Godwin is on the line. But that's really it in my opinion. The 5 is the
Somebody
5.
said
in my
DJ
opinion.
Curtis, Jarius Torrey, Hogan, and
that's the 5.
I don't think Jarius is that much of a lock.
I think he's a lock, B.
I don't think Jarius is a lock as you guys think it is.
Mr. Third Down, my G. Mr. Third Down.
I don't think Hogan is either.
Oh no, you bugging, Dave. Hot take, Dave.
Let Hogan start limping during minicamp, and you then we gonna talk.
Hot take, Dave. Hot take, Dave out here. Hot take, Dave. Hot take, Dave. What's good, bro?
Listen, man.
What else
it's
you
Mims,
got?
Ain't it?
That was Mims. Yeah. So what else you
that
got?
Was Mims.
What else you got, bro? So you said wide receivers. What else you looking for?
I know everybody thinks offensive line is a lock, but it sounds like there's some folks that don't want to give up their starting positions. And that's going to be an interesting battle too. Because Van Roten was like, "Yo, I ain't ready to give up my spot yet."
Nah,
so
it's a wrap. Yeah, that sounds nice, Dave.
I know it sounds nice. Now that's not a hot take, so don't you play no Mims. I'm just saying there's folks that want to fight for their job.
Yeah, I mean that's true. That's true. I mean, but I don't. I think the O line is set too.
Yes, it's more set than the wide receivers.
I think it'll shift. It may shift around, but those 5 guys are set, in my opinion. So
cornerbacks might be interesting.
I think there you go, Dave. Now we talking. I think running backs could be very interesting. I think
McCaffrey.
Huh?
I think it's Scarlett, man. I don't know why people think it's going to be interesting. I think Scarlett will get the 2.
Scarlett may get the 2, but I think it's more about that last one. I think Scarlett. So you got Scarlett, and then you got. I'm thinking between Holyfield and Artis Payne and Hood. You got some decisions to make. You got some decisions to make, my G. So, I mean, and so yeah. So just going back to offensive line, Locks Main is saying he ain't sold about Williams at offensive guard. But here we go. So that may be true, but the thing is we got options. So I think we at the point where we got options, and so that's the good part. So I'm cool on that. So back to the running backs. I would love to have Holyfield. I'd love to have some young running backs. Give me Holyfield, give me Scarlett, give me CMC, and I'm good. I'm good right there. Give me them 3 and let's rock. But again, Rivera loves his vets, so I can imagine. I'm seeing right now, Cameron Artis Payne suiting up, because he's a preseason all-star.
I think Hood will beat him out.
It's a preseason all-star.
I think Hood will beat him out, man.
I hope so. I hope you're right. That's true, Marcus. We were hyping up Brendan Mahone. Brendan Mahone got cut. He's out of here. He got cut because we had to make some room for McCoy, I believe. So he got, or the cornerback we signed. So Brendan, I think he's on an injury designation or something like that. Some injury that he got cut. So I like Mahone too. Mahone was a good. He was battling up in there training camp at the guard spot. So So yeah, running backs. I'm cool. I'm good on. So anything else, Dave? What else are you looking at?
I want to laugh and say safety, but I don't want to do that. That's pretty much it for me. Like I mean, if you want to talk about the second quarterback role,
that was on my.
How Will Greer looked out
that was
there.
on my list. Let's see how Will Greer's progressing. I think that's important. I know y'all excited about Cam Newton throwing mechanics, but all it takes is one hit. I mean, that goes for anybody. All it takes is one hit, and you're looking at Kyle Allen and Will Grier starting. So I want to see his development because I haven't heard enough hype. I need more hype around Will Grier right now. I'm not hearing enough hype. You at least got to get his trade bait stats up. You got to get his trade bait stats popping. So you got to hype him up. Let's see what Will Grier is about. So, and you can't discount Heineke. So Heineken said he don't want to give up his spot either. So I want to see what these backup quarterbacks are doing. I think it's imperative. You got a quarterback that's out here looking fragile. Well, in the past, the past 2 or 3 years, he's been fragile. So you gotta make sure you have a decent backup. So let's see what Will Grier looking like. Let's see that progression. Need to see him progress. For me, Dave, we gotta look at the new defense. Who's lining up where? I think it's very important to figure that out. I want to see who's lining up where in the 3-4 and the 4-3, the hybrid, whatever the hell we running out there. I want to see who's lining up where. See how the rookies are doing. Christian Miller, Brian Burns. Want to see where they lining up. And that was pretty much in. Obviously, Cam Newton's throwing motion. Got to see what Cam Newton throwing motion look like. And the most important, Dave, the most important observation for me is I don't want to see anybody getting hurt. We got to be healthy.
Oh, yeah.
We got to be healthy. So far, it's been good, knock on wood. But we got to stay healthy. We got to stay healthy at the end of the day. So let's open. I'm about to open up the phone lines, Dave, to see what the people want to talk about, who they looking forward to seeing. The question of the day is, what are you looking forward to for minicamp? What do you want to see? What do you want to see at minicamp? All right. What do you want to see? Phone number is there. Phone lines are open. Let's get it cracking. Who wants to see? What do you want to see? I listed my 5 were Cam Newton. Want to see the throwing motion. My number 2 was Will Grier. Will Grier's progression. Want to see what he looking like. My number 3 was the new defensive looks. Who's lining up where in the front 7? Don't really care about the secondary at the moment. So where's who's lining up where? 3-4, 4-3 hybrid, whatever the hell. And then and number 4 was offensive line combinations. Who's gonna play guard? I think the tackles are set. Who's gonna play guard? And then obviously no injuries. So that's what I'm looking forward to for minicamp. Let's just get out healthy. That's all I really care about. All right, we got our first call. What's good, bro? 704. What's good, Nolan?
How y'all doing?
Man, we good. What's popping, bro?
Something.
Nothing much. What I'm looking forward to is finally, and hopefully, I think it's going to look that way going forward, the wide receivers, the 1 and the 2. Because if you remember last year, we were frustrated how DJ and Curtis were getting less playing time, and it wasn't until the end of the year, especially in that Saints game, where you saw the future. DJ Moore, Curtis Samuel, I don't care who you put 1 and 2, and Christian McCaffrey on the field at the same time. I could not wait to see that consistently. There's no Devin Funches out here dropping balls. There's no Torrey Smith starting in the lineup because he's a vet. Most likely be in the slot. Okay, it's going to be DJ Moore and Curtis Samuel. 1, 2, I don't care how you slice it up, and then Christian McCaffrey in the backfield. And I can't wait to see that. Obviously, I'm excited for the D-line and everything else, but I'm really looking forward to that because that opens up so much more that North can do, because you're kind of limited when you have Torrey and Devin being 1 and 2 as it was. So that's what I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, man, I can't disagree there. I want to see Curtis. If I had to pick one, I want to see Curtis. I want to see Curtis at his best, healthy. So I'm rolling with Curtis. I think DJ is going to progress. DJ is going to do DJ things, but I really want to see Curtis. I'm excited to see Curtis. Everybody else can fall into place. Hogan's going to get open. He's going to do his thing. But I don't really care about everybody else. But I want to see Curtis, a healthy Curtis. That's me.
Oh yeah, I agree, and I believe he can have a 1,000-yard season like you said. He's so. But for me, I want to see DJ to see if he improved with the route running because
For sure.
he's so special with his run after the catch. He can get away with that not being solid right now. But if he could improve his route running and it's not as predictable and he doesn't get lazy at the top of his routes as he does, he could be like that elite number one, like a top 10 receiver. Right now, that's the only thing that's holding him back because he can get away with that not being great right now because, his run after the catch is just probably it's the best in the NFL. I mean, the stats prove it. I mean, he's just elite run after the catch, but I want to see him develop that route running because that's what's going to take his game to the next level. But I am excited for Curtis too. I mean, knock on wood, he doesn't get hurt, but it should be a good year, and it should hopefully put less stress on McCaffrey because then he won't have to carry the load. And Olsen coming back too. No one's talking about that. Granted, yeah, he's been hurt, but so offense is kind of, I guess, what I'm looking forward to because we have no clue what we're going to see on defense.
Yeah, that's a fact. But I do just to go back about DJ, I 1,000% agree. DJ, I think, is progressing right along where he should be. That's why I 1,000% agree with you that if he adds that route running, it's over. Like, it's a wrap. He's going to be elite. But I'm not going to put that pressure on him. I'm just going to let his rookie season was about as good as you can draw it up, other than the fact of Ron Rivera holding him back. If you take that aspect out of it and let him play, I think he would have brushed up against 1,000 yards, and you couldn't ask for a better rookie season. And so I think he's progressing right along as he should. He had plays and routes designed for him to allow him to succeed, and if he just adds a little bit at a time, he's going to be elite. But I'm not going to put the pressure on him. I agree with everything else you said about DJ. He's a beast.
Oh yeah, and what does that say? Yeah, sorry, Jerome. What does that say about his potential? That if he would have played all of last year without being that great of a route runner and could have gotten 1,000 yards, I mean, that's crazy. Imagine when he does add that.
I agree. 1,000% agree.
So yeah, it's going to be great. Looking forward to the minicamp. I might live stream, but training camp, I mean, I usually go twice a year. I may have to go 3-4 times just for the offense and defense because it's about to be wild.
Yeah, I'll be at training camp multiple days as well. Probably go I'm right there with you about 4 times. But all right, I got another call I got to get to. Appreciate it, Noli. Always.
See y'all later.
Appreciate it, boss.
All right, man.
All right.
919, what's good?
Yeah, what's up? This is Eddie. From Nashville, Tennessee.
Oh, you moved already?
Yeah. Orientation starts on Thursday, so gotta make it happen fast.
Nice.
Fast.
Are you still in the same time zone, or are they in a different time zone?
Nah, Central time zone, the Chicago time zone.
Oh, that sucks.
It's 8:40 there, so got a little more time to have things happen. But talking about training camp, I know the number one thing, I guess, minicamp and training camp. The number one thing I'm looking forward to is, of course, health. Because that's just, I think every year you always have one injury, and hopefully this year it's not anything too crazy. And then I would probably say I really am curious to see how Darrell Williams is going to do at the new position. I really want to hear news about that.
Yeah.
Like how he producing at left guard, or how he's feeling about it. I just want to hear getting more and more comfortable each day in practice. And that's basically all I want to hear.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Oh, no,
no, go ahead. Finish your thought. My fault. I've jumped in there.
But other than that, it was those two are really big things. And then the slot corner, I want to see about that. And I guess nickel corner, my bad. Nickel corner. Well, no, other than that, those are I guess, really big things that I want to see. I know everything else is going to go as it goes, because I know that the other things are going to be the real impact. Things like it's either 5 wide receivers or 6 wide receivers. It's really going to come down to, is a running back or is a wide receiver going to be, I guess, our special team ace?
Yeah.
But so that doesn't really do too much for me. But it was just nickel corner and nickel corner competition, how Darrell's progressing at left guard, and then the whole And then just staying healthy, just people staying healthy, being healthy throughout that.
Yep, I agree. I'm not too concerned about left guard. That'll work itself out. Listen, I don't care about the name, to be honest with you. Darrell Williams, to me, he's more valuable as a backup tackle. I don't care about him playing guard, to be honest with you. But if somebody goes down, I need Darrell to come in and do work. So to have him a left guard doesn't really matter to me. I really don't care. Like, you can put left guard is not the position I'm worried about on the line. It's probably one of the least. It is, to me, the least important position on the line. If I had to pick up them all, that's the least important. So you can put a Van Roten there. You can damn near we put some people there. So I'm not concerned about left guard. I think he's more valuable. Darrell Williams is, in case somebody goes down. Listen, he's not going to be here long term. So there's no point for us to try to, if it doesn't fit, then it doesn't fit. To me, he's more valuable as a backup tackle. That's the important thing.
Okay.
I mean, I agree with what Jared said. Jared says Darrell trying to get paid and he can't do that on the bench. That's on him. He got to get in. He got to get in where he fit in. That's on him. It's not on the coaching staff.
Absolutely.
He has to play a left guard. But that's not my point. My point is I don't care about it. If he excels in it, he's gonna do well. That's great. And to Jared's point, he's gonna have to do it at left guard. But my point is I don't care. I care more about him being available at backup tackle in case somebody gets hurt. That's I'm not hating. They said I'm hating. I'm not hating. It's just a fact. I really don't care about the left guard position. I'm being honest. It's not important to me. I don't have any facts to back it up, but we got Andrew Norwell paid, undrafted rookie, at left guard. So I'm just putting it out there. So it's a good point. It's a good point about Darrell. Like I would love to see him be great there. I would love to see him be great. But as a backup left tackle or backup left or right tackle, that's where I need him to be. That's where I want him to perform the best. My bad, Dave. You got any comments?
Nah, I'm good, man. Darrell's trying to earn his key right now, and the team's trying to win, so it's going to be a balance between the two. I mean, he's going to have to roll with the punches.
Right, and for Darrell to be even, I guess, a bigger impact and to get that money is to show, I was an all-pro right tackle. They're probably telling him, hey, you want to make this money this offseason, you better try your absolute darnest to be a all-pro left guard. You better show that you can do it so you can make as much money as you can, which would not hurt us in the slightest if he performs well.
Yeah, no, I agree.
It's all going to be how he progresses and things like that, but we shall see. But other than that, yeah, those were the things. Nickel corner, I think, is going to be interesting. And then I wonder who's going to be that. I wonder how the backup linebackers are going to go. Nothing I'm too really interested in. But
I think that's actually an interesting battle to watch because I think you're looking at the future. Whoever that backup linebacker is, if you're talking about middle linebackers, I think it's interesting because I want to see what Jermaine Carter got because Jermaine Carter at the end of the day when Shaq is out of here, he's gonna be your guy. So you definitely want to get a good look at him. So that's a good point. I wasn't really thinking about that. That's more of a long term thing, but I agree. Yeah. I agree with that.
And then trying to figure out the distance between Shaq and those guys, because if it's bigger than what we think it is, who knows if 54 is going to be signing up again next year.
I don't think he's going to be a Panther next year.
Well, I know it's early for that, but for everything else, that was all I got. I'll let you get back to it.
All right. Thanks, Eddie. Right, have a good time out in Nashville. I need to come out there. One of my best friends.
Enjoy Nashville, bro. Get that hot chicken.
Hey, absolutely. I'm trying to, just figure everything out currently, but I'm.
There's some cookouts down there too.
Absolutely, yeah, cookout. But I went to White Castle for the first time today. I was like, let's see what all the hype is about.
There's some. They got the food down there is freaking phenomenal. And maybe you'll get into country music while you're down there too. But the food down there is pretty phenomenal down there, man.
If it ain't Darius Rucker or Little Nas X, I don't think
I was gonna say that, y'all. I was gonna say that. Yeah, you took the joke right out of my mouth, man. I was gonna hit you with the Little Nas X. But all right, Eddie, man, have fun out there, man. Let me for real. I'm gonna get out there one day. Like I said, one of my best friends live out there, so I'm gonna get out to Nashville one day. I'll hit you up.
Okay, absolutely, yeah. If I got time, yeah, just let me know, and we'll try to get together, get some shit going on.
All right, yo.
Okay, y'all have a good time.
Yep.
All right, man.
All right, that's that. I mean, we ain't got no more calls, Dave. So I don't know if y'all want to wrap it up to watch the game. We can end it a couple minutes early just to watch this game. It's on y'all. I don't got nothing else.
I'm watching the game. I'm watching E3. The main E3 happens tomorrow, though. Nintendo is tomorrow. So far, I've been very disappointed in what I've seen. I've not been impressed by E3 so far.
Yeah.
And Xbox announced a new system, and I'm not impressed.
Yeah, I'm off the gaming, Dave. I'm good. I grew
You're tired, man.
I finally grew out of it, man. I thought I never grew out of it. I'm done. I'm washed, B.
No, I'm not done.
I'm washed.
I'm done.
Other than playing with my kids, I'm washed up.
He said he's washed up, yo.
I am, yo. I'm washed up on the gaming, bro. I couldn't even put in Madden right now and play. That's how washed up
Madden's
I am.
trash, though. I can understand that.
Now, I mean that's like a staple for me. Like Madden, 2K. I can't.
I'm retired. I've been retired from Madden for about 7 years now. Like, I just don't play it.
But all right, Dave. So what you want to do? You want to go ahead and end it and let the people get back to
let's close it out.
All right.
I want to see Toronto get this thing done.
It ain't looking too good for them. It's early. It's early. It's mad early, but it ain't looking too good for them. KD out here lighting shit up. All right, but that being said, man, let's make this happen.
Thank you for listening to the Panther Nation podcast hosted by Rashad and David. Please subscribe to us on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, and our YouTube channel at Panther Nation Podcast. You can also like our Facebook page at Panther Nation Podcast. While you're at it, follow us on Twitter at Panther Nation PC. And always remember, keep pounding.
All right, people. See y'all next week. I don't know what we're going to talk about. Whatever the Panthers give us, we'll talk about. All right?
We'll figure it out. We always do, right?
Yep. Peace out. I'll see y'all next week.